Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Vikings Valhalla, season 2, episode 6. I already watched all of the first episodes of this season 2. If you want to see my reaction videos about that, about the season 1, about the show Vikings, you know, the original one, and all, check all of the links that I put into the eye. Okay, the situation is bad, guys. And I'm not just talking about Freydis, you know, in fact, I'm talking about all of them, because for sure Freydis, the situation is awful. I knew that she couldn't escape just like that, you know, that she would want to take her son with her, but really I don't think that she can. And with what happened, I felt that Jorundr could help, but after that discussion with Harekr, I was like, okay, he's never gonna believe him, not fully. For sure, he would keep an eye on him and he would follow him right there into the forest to have an excuse also to kill him. I mean, to have an excuse, a reason, but also to not do it in front of everyone, in front of all of this village and also in front of his mother. That was not truly a surprise to see Harekr appearing like that at the end. But now what can she do? You know, Freydis, like, we are at the same stage, like, she needs to escape, she doesn't want to escape without her son. How can she do it? Even more now that she doesn't have Jorundr as an ally. I mean, he's dead or is close to die because he's really badly hurt. The only option that I can think of right now is the wife, because right there you're threatening her son, Jorundr, so maybe she's gonna want to protect him, and for that she needs to kill Harekr. Okay, he was her lover, but at the same time she felt that something was off with him, with how he was treating her son, but also what happened at the temple, she was not okay with it. She felt that the people are not trusting him anymore. They discussed about it, so maybe she could want the power on that place to rule right there with Jorundr and stuff like that, maybe. But still, Freydis, I hope that after that she's gonna go away. I mean, right there, they can continue to rule that place and they can do it better, Jorundr and, you know, his mother, by accepting all of the refugees and all. But yes, I want Freydis to come back in Norway. I know that she's threatened right there, and with Harald and Leif being away and for a long time, like, it has been a long time, but it's gonna continue for a long time. I know that it's not what she should do, but for her to stay there, even if all of what I just said is gonna happen, like maybe she's gonna be safer at least. It's not her place, she belongs in Kattegat, okay? Okay. And right now in Kattegat we have only Canute's wife, Sven and Olaf, that are away. Like, if she's presenting herself to Kattegat, like maybe the people are gonna want to follow her. They were waiting for her since a long time. Okay, they're gonna be a little mad that she didn't come sooner, but still. And the Jarls are also, you know, around, maybe they can help. I don't know, that's what I hope. Olaf and Sven, they are going to Russia, you know, to talk with the uncle, with Harald's uncle, talk about the army that maybe he could have, all of that. But Harald is not there anymore, he's on his way to Constantinople with all of that crew. And he knows about Freydis and about his kid, that's great. But he's gonna continue to go to Constantinople to follow his destiny, that's great. And Leif was right to say it, and to say it that late. And it proved his friendship to Harald. Because he said the truth, but also because he proved that he believes into your destiny and he wants you to accomplish your destiny. He's a supportive friend. That's great. We have some new characters right now on that boat, and we have mysteries around them, like Guria, the blind guy, the fact that he needs his revenge against his brother for the right reason, you know. But how can he do it? Are we gonna help him? I mean, by that, Leif and Harald, are they gonna help him? We have Mariam, who is sick. Can she really not die? I'm not too sure of it. We have also that girl, Elena. What is your story about the color, you know, about all of that? I don't know. Like really a lot of things are happening right there into that boat. Are they gonna reach Constantinople during this episode? Maybe at the end of it? Because I think that still they need to reach it and they need to use, you know, Mariam's tool, or maybe, you know, to fight against the elements, something like that, the natural elements. Maybe the Pechenegs also, we never met them, and they talked so much about them as being really big enemies and all. We need to see them, no, at some point. Also for Guria to accomplish his mission. So see, I'm scared for Freydis, even if I can imagine a way for all of that to end well. I'm scared a little, you know, for Harald and Leif, because I really don't think that they're gonna reach Constantinople just like that during this episode. They're gonna leave bad stuff before that with the Pechenegs, with maybe natural elements and stuff like that. I'm also a little scared about what can happen into Kattegat, who can take the throne while everyone is away. And I'm not scared, but I'm concerned about the situation in England, about the fact that Emma didn't connect the dots yet, and okay, now she's following the right track, she's following what Godwin did, the bad things that he did, and she wants proof of what bad things he did, but she should keep an eye on him now that he's flirting with her daughter, and maybe at some point it's gonna be too late. I'm thinking, you know, only 3 episodes left. Oh yes. I really think that Harald, if he comes back to Norway, it's gonna be at the end of the season, at the very end of the season, like, you know, coming back now on Norway and being like, what is the situation now? Something like that. And maybe it's gonna be the same for Freydis, you know, she's gonna come back in Norway really last episode of the season. So it means that the 3 of them, the 3 main characters, they were far from Norway during an entire season. So, you know, for the chronology, it means more than 1 year. What is happening into England, you know, it's important for Godwin, for the situation with Emma and all, but it doesn't count that much, you know, for the country. Not yet, at least. What is happening in Kattegat, neither. Like, if it's the case, if I'm right with all of what I just said, it was a season already more for the characters than for the big history, you know, with a big H, like we can expect with a show like that, which is okay, a drama show, but also an historic show, like Vikings was, like The Last Kingdom was even more. You know that I preferred that, you know, into The Last Kingdom. I thought that they were more accurate with the facts and with the chronology and all, than Vikings, which was more a drama show. But still, Vikings, okay, it was more a drama show, but they progressed also into the big history with a big H. And right there with this season 2, yes, if I'm right, we didn't progress into that, into the big history, not that much. I'm not mad at it, you know, if it's gonna be like that, I'm not mad at it, because I love these characters, spending time with them, and all of these stories were great. But you know, I'm thinking about the ones who still need to be convinced that this show is great, and maybe them, they can have reasons to not appreciate that. You know, that reason, I could understand it as a reason to not appreciate that season. But I already talked about it, all of the haters of this show who just are not making the effort of considering it for itself and not making the comparisons with Vikings and just think that it's a good show, well filmed, well done, well produced, well written, well played and all of that. Or haters who are judging it for really weird reasons, like the looks of the casting. The fact that they are looking good. I already talked about it, that's really wrong reasons. But that reason, you know, the fact that maybe during this season they didn't progress enough into the big history with a big H, they didn't talk enough about it, that reason I could accept it. Okay, let's go for this episode. Like always, if you want, you have my Patreon to have this episode earlier with 1 day of advance. It means that today on YouTube you are seeing this episode, you know, the episode 6, but then today, this morning, they already had the episode 7. And with an extended all 4 reaction part, so far I think that it's gonna be only extended reaction part. I didn't edit these videos yet, so I can't know, but I think so. And we'll see for the next episode. Let's go for this one, the last one for today. I'm not dead.
What else would she be?
I don't know. I do.
No. No. I don't think that she could betray you, that girl. Oh, I would be disappointed.
What about the body?
No, but there are wolf tracks.
You're gonna say that she was eaten by wolves? That's not good. You're crazy. I love you. Can you see it?
Passionates.
Ah, them.
It will be a challenge. We will have to prepare ourselves to go down it.
When do we leave?
Tomorrow.
Why so soon?
The water level is dropping. If we wait much longer, the boat will not make it over the falls. And we will all be trapped here. The longer we stay here, the greater the chance the Passionates will find us.
Yes.
Then we portage. Varangian said the Passionates have moved east.
There are many camps visible from the falls. You can see fires in the plains below.
Then I am not sure I will be joining you.
What? You would all rather risk the Passionates.
They haven't found us yet.
Nothing is without risk.
Yes.
All we have done for the last 2 moons has been with risk.
Well, before we had no choice, now we do.
They have free will now.
I'm not sure.
Helena,
I share their feelings.
what is all this?
A
We have
mutinery?
known for months this day would come. I will not wait here and let the Passionates make a flute out of my coward's bones. I'll go by myself if I must. You can't. What do you mean I can't?
You need a
I
crew.
have no fear of going by myself. It is not about your fear, Harold. We need at least 6 rowers. And we must lessen the weight of the boat by 50 skipping, or it will not clear the base of the fosse. So we lose the mast. Mast weighs maybe 15 skipping.
The first.
No, if I lose my first, I have no reason to go on.
Them.
She is burning with fever. Get hot water and rags, quickly.
Not now and not like that.
I am going to help you. You must bite on this. And try to remain silent.
Princess Gita?
What a surprise! You again with her!
Do you know where I might find the Queen?
In Manchester. I believe she has gone to attend to one of her properties. I offered to accompany her, but she refused. She
What a
refused
fucking
to
mistake.
advise about her.
She let you with him.
Agnes? And these other one?
No,
Hmm?
it's poisonous. I am preparing to face a new enemy. Pain.
How bad is it?
I am still able to manage it,
To kill yourself?
but one day I may not.
She's preparing something to kill herself?
Do not worry about me. Hey, Ferguson. I know what is coming.
Are you proud?
I do. Nothing surprises me.
And that?
You know I did. And later, did you remove her body from the temple, wrapping it in a blanket?
Yes, she was alive.
But she was not dead. Is this the blanket you used to take her away from us? That is from the child birth. I didn't kill her. You did kill her! And then you took her body to the boneyard where we found this! Oh, wise ones! We have a killer in our midst!
Oh, it would be so great for Freydis to appear right now. Come on. I have to work for her to appear.
Where's the judge?
Please, have mercy on him. I'm begging you. He's the only child.
He is guilty. His hand and exile.
Not his life. That's already great. That's already great! Oh. That's already great, I swear!
I presented him with the situation for him to feel what he's asking others to do.
Sacrifice.
Everybody has to risk something. Why not Harald?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
You're so sweet, the two of you together, but she's dying!
I don't want to die.
I did not think you would be one of those to desert me.
Mm. Because you saved her life?
I would have thought you'd be faithful to your father's wishes.
I said I can understand why the others are reluctant. Freedom and love are strong emotions to overcome. Especially when you've never known them.
When your father came to me, he knew about the Passion X, and yet he was brave enough to make the journey.
That is because he feared something else more. When I was a girl, raiders invaded Chute from Novgorod and killed hundreds. To stop the suffering, my father journeyed to Constantinople and met with the emperor. He negotiated an end to the raids in return for a great tribute.
You.
That is why he was returning to Constantinople. To pay for that peace.
Ah, she's a tribute. Since the beginning, I think that the treasure is one person.
How are you now?
It's
Do you know where he is?
That depends. Not on that.
Then what?
On who exactly is asking?
The alewife knows something.
Yes.
She will not tell me. I told her I was inquiring on behalf of the Queen of England. She laughed. Said she would only tell the Queen herself.
She's gonna do it.
I present to you Her Royal Highness, the Queen of England.
Do you know? It does. I understand you can help me. I knew Godwin as a child.
Oh,
The
you.
large family house was only 2 miles from here. He was a sweet boy. His father's betrayal changed everything. Losing his home, his title, dealing with the shame of it, it made him angry and bitter. But the bear was always loyal to him. The bear knew Godwin. He was Godwin's guardian. His mother died shortly after his father's imprisonment, so the bear took him in. He was all he had after all was lost.
Should I be worried about my estate? I don't know, should you be? So the Queen in Sussex. Now, Godwin, I speak in jest. I trust that if the Queen was about to depose me, You would have at least given me some warning. And I just with you. Fair enough. The Queen has other business in Sussex.
His business, you know it, and you're not afraid of it.
It is important that you keep the Baltic open for trade. That means controlling the Eons Vikings who are now raiding our ships. Trust me, I will find them and get rid of them once and for all. Was there a woman with Harald? Would he mention what to you? A woman? Not to me.
Already your obsession with Freydis?